Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Chosen Podcast and welcome to episode 9. Before we get started, thank you so much for watching our last episode, for liking, for commenting. We really do appreciate it. If you can, before watching this episode, can you like, comment, and subscribe? That'd be really, really helpful for me and Dan. Dan, today's episode, I can see that your background is of New York. Why is that?
It is, mate. So obviously we're recording on the 13th of September. 2 days after 9/11. I think it's pretty obvious what it is. What I was going to say to you, Mark, for this, I wanted to start off, if we can, which I know is not ideal for a podcast, but we wanted to show some respect. If we could just have 30 seconds silence. I know it's a podcast, so anyone, if you want to skip to 30 seconds, that's more than fine. But just wanted to give this 30 seconds to just remember and just show some respect.
Yeah, cool, man.
So if that's cool, we will start now. So if you stuck through listening through that, we appreciate you just showing up your respect.
Yep, of course.
So yeah, 2,977 people lost their lives.
That's mental, isn't it?
It is crazy, and obviously there's lots of documentaries and stuff coming out.
Yeah.
And I saw a video of a voicemail that a guy left to his wife. I don't want to read you because it was nuts. So he said, "Jules, this is Brian. Listen, I'm on an airplane that's been hijacked. If things don't go well and it's not looking good, I just want you to know I absolutely love you. I want you to do good. Go have good times. Same to my parents and everybody. And I just totally love you. And I'll see you when you get there." And that was it. That was his voicemail that he left for his wife.
That's absolutely heartbreaking, isn't it?
It's mental, isn't it? You know.
Imagine, what goes through my head when I hear these things, right, is that the level of acceptance that you're not making it off this plane anymore, like, is something that I hope no one obviously feels. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it completely is insane to me. That, do you know
well,
what I mean?
the thing
So
for that
sad.
one that stood out to me was, "I'll see you when you get there." That to me was almost saying, "I'm not worried. I know where I'm going. I'm not panicking. Don't worry about it. I'll be waiting for you." It was almost like he was saying, "Don't worry because I'm not worried." You know, it's like, it's almost like, as you said, it's accepted what's happening. You know,
like a semi-comforting also, although
because
be it in a very mental situation.
If you think, I mean, I don't know, and I touch wood that never happens ever again.
No.
But I mean, for me, I'd be freaking out, I think. And it's for someone to stay that calm.
Yeah,
it is crazy, you know.
Yeah. It's so heart-wrenching, man, when you hear these voice messages and these. You know, I was watching a documentary about 9/11. It's the most recent one to come out. It's like the story, the build-up before it all happening, and like as the reasons as to why in politics and all this sort of stuff. Then obviously the event itself.
Is that the one on Netflix?
Yeah. That's
so I've seen the first episode, but I struggle to watch it, man. Like I can watch movies and people die in movies and all that sort of stuff, and like I just struggled to watch it. I watched the first one and I was like, because I think what gets forgotten, or not, you know what I mean when I'm going to say this, but these were real people. You know, so you watch the videos of the plane going into the buildings and all that. This is real. Like, this is a movie. This is real life.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I struggle with. You know, people were up in the building, they couldn't get out. People were so desperate they were jumping.
I mean, that's haunting, man.
Imagine being 80 floors up and having to jump out of a window. I mean,
and knowing that you weren't getting out.
It's like you've accepted it. You'd rather die that way than, you know. I know that's why I just struggle to watch it, honestly.
Yeah, it is quite a harrowing documentary. It is worth the watch in terms of if you're interested to know maybe why or how it happened. Obviously, doesn't justify it at all, of course. But it is interesting to see, like, in the government's sort of eyes, how this got so shit. Do you know what I mean? And what resorted into this thing. It is obviously sickening to know and see, but
the problem with it as well, I mean, imagine being, I don't know, like, as you said, a government or somebody high up. Because what do you do? What do you do in that situation?
Yeah.
Do you send jets up to blow the plane up? What do you do? Like, it's really just.
I think that's what they said. They said that when it got to, when I think it was when the second one went in, Bush at the time basically said, get fighter jets up there, and if we have any inkling that this is going to happen again, we shoot it down. I remember something that was the precautions that they were willing to take on basic human sacrifice, basically to save bigger numbers, basically. But
which, I mean, imagine having to make that decision.
Oh yeah, that is unreal. Like that's the decisions that in those circumstances, like, how do you get that right? How do
you don't, because half the people
lose either way. Yeah,
half the people would say, yeah, you were right. The other half would say, no, you weren't. You know, I don't know. It's tough, man, and it's tough. But
yeah,
I mean, it's sad. I said I just struggled to watch it, man. You know, I do want to watch the rest of it because it was pretty informative and all that. But I don't know. As I said to you, it's like the realness. Like, it's real. These real people when they're showing us these videos, and I don't know, man.
Seeing real reactions, and it's just so close, not close to home, but like, because it's so real. It's like shit, man. Like, you can't imagine being in that position, man. It's harrowing, and like, especially when like the buildings collapse and there's the smoke and of the building comes everywhere. It's just, imagine like standing there and just seeing that happening right in front of you. That's like, oh man, it's sick.
Because I watched and you see, I saw videos of like police like go away, like pushing people away, like get away, like, and people are just standing there staring. And I just think, in that situation, I would not want to stand there staring. I would be running.
I'll be gone. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying that in a negative way to anybody, because who knows how you would react.
People react. Yeah, exactly.
But I can't imagine what that was like.
No.
To be honest. And that's why we heard that voicemail, and that I think his name was Brian. He was calm, you know, collected. He was trying to reassure his wife. I just don't. I can't work out in my head how you remain that calm. How do you accept it? You know,
how do you
coming? You know, I don't know. I suppose there's also, I suppose, an element of they don't know they could be flying to another airport. And I suppose.
Well, what's the end result? They just don't know it. Yeah, of course. Of course. What I find fascinating within the humanity of people and the human mind, or is the firefighters, that when everyone was trying to evacuate the building, the firefighters were going up.
Yeah,
they were going into the building to save people, to try and stop the fire, to do whatever they could to help. Imagine getting everyone out, and you guys have to, right, we're going in there now.
Yeah,
not knowing what the hell's going to happen, but we have to go out there and do a job and a duty to our country. And that, for me, is the definition of heroic, man. That is just,
they're true heroes, aren't they?
Yeah, man. Let's be honest.
But that's why I believe, just, and I say it all the time, because you know yourself, Mark, over here, for example, obviously in England, a lot of people hate the police. F the police this, F the police that. Who do you phone when you need help? The police.
Yeah.
Why do you slag them off? You know?
Yeah.
You know,
it's very true.
You go through all of that, and then someone breaks into your house and you phone them. So it's kind of like, you can't do that. And the same thing here, that these people are the heroes running in. A lot of them must have known, there's a high chance I might not come out with this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They must know that, at least, and then to still carry on going. I have a job to do. This is what I've signed up for.
Yeah.
Like,
and who knows how many people they saved, man, by running in there. You know, who knows?
Imagine, man. God knows, man. Yeah, some of the stories that you hear as well, like on the planes about that. I can't remember what one it is, But there was one that there was obviously the two planes in the towers. Then there was the one that crashed into the Pentagon, and then there was another one that crashed randomly in a field because I think the people took it over or something like that. I know there's a film about it, flight something. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to probably Google it later on for fact checks. But that stuff's insane. Because imagine you're on that plane, like there's a bunch of people trying to take it over and like thinking, well, if I'm gonna die, obviously this plane gone well, we'll die trying. Then, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that again is just an insane story to try and comprehend, isn't it? Like how do you put yourself in that position? And like you said, you don't know how you're gonna act.
I don't want to go down conspiracy theory routes because
a
lot of it's
There's
stupid.
a lot of it. Yeah.
Some of them sound like they could be true, but let's be honest, we'd never know, right? But the one thing I do always think is how do these people know how to fly a plane?
Like
the terrorists. That's the only one I do think. And some people say, oh, like they had experience on smaller planes, but I mean these are huge planes, But that's it. I don't want to go into that, but I do. That's when you said
one question. Yeah.
What you said by them taking over the plane and then crashing is kind of where that led me to say that, because how do they know how to fly the plane?
Yeah. No, very true, man. Very true. I mean the conspiracies are mad. There's so many. Won't go into it, but it's just crazy. Do you remember where you were when you heard? Because this is like devastating news. There's always that one news article or something where you always remember where you were when you found out. Do you remember where you were?
Yes, and you should know as well because you would have been there.
Yeah.
You know where you were.
Yeah.
Where go on and you said
it was school, wasn't it?
Yeah, but we weren't at school.
No,
we were on a trip.
Oh, was it? I don't remember the trip. I remember coming home and
unless you didn't go. I don't know.
What was the trip?
We went. I suppose I can say we went to Bude.
Oh, I didn't go to that one.
Did you not go? Okay.
No, yeah, I didn't go.
So we went on the school trip and whatever it was, and I remember them. I think they brought us down in the morning or something. And they stood us in this big sort of playground sort of thing, and they said they sort of explained what happened, and we had silence and stuff. But I mean, I was 10.
Yeah.
So when you're 10 years old, it doesn't really mean anything to you. You
don't really know, do you?
You don't understand. But I remember them making us stand there and doing the silence and telling us.
Yeah.
So I remember that.
I remember. So I went to school. I didn't go to the Bude trip. I came home, and I remember my mum just standing up watching the TV that we had in the corner of the room at the time. Because I think I got picked up by my auntie or something like that. Anyway, I got into the house and my mum's there. And I just remember, I distinctly remember the two towers up and just seeing the smoke coming out of one. And I didn't get it. I didn't know I knew it was bad, but I didn't understand how devastating this could have been. But I just remember my mum looking at the TV screen just in pure shock and basically telling me like something's happened, but not fully telling me what has happened because she didn't really know how to relay the situation to me at the time, maybe, or like, but that was it. I remember walking in, just seeing this, like, oh God, this can't be good at all. Like, but not knowing, So, I do remember that very, very, it was that and Michael Jackson when he passed. It's those, why, I don't know about Michael Jackson, but it's just somewhere where you just remember where you are at that time where you've heard that news. It's like, oh shit, like one of them.
I agree.
Guess for me at that age was that oh shit moment was I remember that.
So I think it's just because we don't want to talk about too much because we don't know all the facts and stuff. And I'd hate to misquote something or say something wrong. But just sort of to say to everyone, it's important not to forget the people that lost their lives, and
I completely agree.
Every year, just show your respects if you can,
Most definitely.
So let's move on. Respectfully, let's move on.
Of course.
So, Mark, you posted an Instagram story. Was it 2 or 3 days ago? Something like that. I'm not sure what it was. 2 or 3 days ago, was it?
If it's the one that I think you're talking about, it was yesterday.
Oh, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. Mark posted a Instagram story.
Oh, no. This one was 2 days ago. Okay. Yeah, okay.
2 days ago. And it was about hot fuzz, right? And this wound me up. I was actually annoyed. I actually saw it and I was like, you've just gone down in my estimation, you know?
Did you almost replace me as a
You almost
co-host?
I nearly closed down the YouTube channel just when that's it. I've had enough.
Gone, done. Can't be doing this anymore.
So for the listeners, Mark really loves Hot Fuzz, the movie, by the way, if anyone doesn't know what this is. Simon Pegg and
Nick Frost.
And Nick Frost, who I like as an actor, actually, to me.
Yeah.
I thought this movie was rubbish.
You did?
Yeah, I thought it was pants.
Okay.
I don't like. They've done a few movies, those guys, haven't they? Right?
Yeah.
What was the Alien one?
I think it was called Alien. No, it wasn't. It was called Paul.
Paul, that's it. That again was rubbish to me.
That one I didn't really like too much.
Mm.
Shaun of the Dead, mind you, was fantastic.
Again, just an awful movie. Like,
we need to do a poll. We need to do a poll.
Yeah.
We need to do a poll and see what the listeners think about these films, because I honestly think they're classics, mate.
Really?
I think they changed the British film game. I really do.
See, Shaun of the Dead, right? I can watch it and I can appreciate it.
Okay.
I still think it's an awful movie. You know what I mean? But
you wouldn't go out your way to watch it if it's on.
No,
yeah,
no, I don't see it. And even less so, Hot Fuzz. I mean, I think I've seen it twice, and both times I was like, it's rubbish. I just don't find it funny. Like, it's not funny to me.
Not at all.
No, it's not my comedy. I think it's dead. I'll just watch it. Like, I reckon we could watch it and I wouldn't laugh at anything. Like, I just don't find it funny. You know?
That is a challenge. I'm gonna make you watch that. I mean, honestly, bro, I think for me, what I like about the comedy, is that it is so, like, it is silly. It is just stupid. It's kind of for me that easy watch where what I like about Hot Fuzz, right, is that the way it's shot is really cool. It's really cool. The characters are just stupid, and there's things obviously in there that would never happen, but it's just light comedy, and I love that witty kind of like quick, sharp, snappy type thing. Do you know what I mean?
I think that there was the bit where Nick Frost, you said, wasn't it? Yeah, where he ran into the fence. You know.
Oh, it was yeah.
And that to me is just not funny. It's just like that's the type of stupid comedy I don't find funny.
So that bit, I think, I agree with you for that bit, but it only worked the first because they did that in Shaun of the Dead, I think.
Okay.
And in Shaun of the Dead, it was funny in that because it was the first time we saw it. Yeah, great. But when they did it as like we'll bring it back for Hot Fuzz, it's kind of like, no, well, we saw that, you know. We saw that. But yeah, Paul was I think that was average. Yeah, I didn't really think too much of that. But Hot Fuzz, I honestly have watched it 10 plus times.
Like, you just have nothing else to do in your life. You need to find a hobby, Mo. I don't know, start a podcast or something, man. Just do something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll try.
Mate, I honestly hated it. And I saw your Instagram story and I was like, mate, you are having a rubbish evening.
Yeah.
You're watching that. You must be
bored. Did you message me as well? Let me see if I can get
I was so disappointed when I saw that message.
I'm going to read this message on
But just
this is it. This is what you said. So I'll put the story up and you went, wow, #podcast ended. What a crap movie. I just added this to my list of for the list of the next podcast. I'm disappointed, man.
and look, here it is.
Here it is.
It's a whole subject for Hot Fuzz, so, I'm going to say. I was going to say so horrible.
Apart from the humor, obviously not being your cup of tea, what else don't you like about it, man?
It's just so unbelievable, isn't it? It's just, I don't know.
Harry Potter, right?
I leave it. Don't start on Harry Potter.
He's waving his wand around.
But I kind of, but that's
Wingardium Leviosa, mate.
Well, I think the difference is like that whole thing is made up. Harry Potter is completely made up. The whole thing.
Completely new world. Yeah.
Whereas Hot Fuzz is like, the perfect town or village or whatever it is, and and nothing ever goes on here. And then it turns out there's people. Oh, and it's just like
it's just everyone's involved.
it's just like, oh, just leave it. It's just, I don't know.
No, I do. I do
you
see
know
what
what?
you're saying.
Even Lord of the Rings, I hated Lord of the Rings, right? But
See, I
the
can't
whole
remember
thing
it.
was made up, and you know it's made up. I think that's the difference. You know, I think I'm not.
Yeah.
Listen, Hot Fuzz, they're not trying to tell you is a true story.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like,
yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say?
I do see. I do get what you're
know?
saying, because Harry Potter sits in its own realm, isn't it? That's what it is. They're telling you this is the world that they're trying to create. Whereas Hot Fuzz is in reality, yeah, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's like that bit in Hot Fuzz that I find, well, not funny, but it's just like that would never happen.
You find it funny, Mark. Come on, just admit you find
not
it
this
funny.
bit, but I find the film funny. Where the journalist guy dies from the church falling down on him.
Yeah.
He's just looking at it like.
Yeah. I've never understood that.
Bruv,
in any movie.
Just move out of the way, bruv.
Like at least attempt to run. Like,
yeah.
What are you doing?
Jump out of the way. You could probably just go.
Oh. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Literally take a side step and you're all right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You moonwalk backwards and you'll be fine. Do you know what I mean?
I have to say, for anyone listening, I apologize that this is a subject, but I felt so strongly about it when I saw it. Because it just really annoyed me.
Do you feel like you now know something new about me, mate? 28, 29 years of our friendship, and now you know something new.
I just something I don't like. Yeah, 100%.
Guys who are listening and watching, please comment in the box below whether or not Hot Fuzz is a good film or not. Please, we would love to know who wins this little debate here.
I am going to say this though. Anytime you ever recommend a movie, I am not going to watch it based off the fact you like Hot Fuzz. That's it.
So it could be like, oh mate, do you know what? You should watch Fast and Furious 8.
Yeah,
no,
doesn't matter. You like Hot Fuzz. So the type
mate.
of movie you like,
it's probably going to be shit. Oh man.
So let's move on from that being the worst movie ever in my mind.
We'll let the audience decide. That's what we're going to do.
Although, saying that, it did get 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is very high.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
I went on Google.
Oh, okay. But Rotten Tomatoes, they slew off everything, didn't they?
But it got 91% is high. I think the higher the score is, the better.
Right,
and how the hell did it get 91%? Oh, anyway.
I'm shouting out to the Chosen Podcast fans. Please.
No.
Help me out.
Let's move on, man. I'm sick of this subject. I hate that movie.
You're going red already, mate.
I'm actually getting annoyed. Like, I'm actually about to press end.
Swap this whole podcast, yeah.
Right.
Oh,
so
man.
this is a little bit more lighthearted. So, Mark, I have a question for you.
Hit me.
If you could have 5 guests on this podcast,
okay,
who would they be? And you can pick alive or passed away if you wish.
Okay.
But in my selection, I've gone with all alive.
Okay.
And if you want me to start, I can start. If you need some time to think about it.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, you show me yours, and then I'll have a little think.
So number one, I feel like it's pretty obvious, but Floyd Mayweather would be number one. I'm a huge fan of Floyd. The first fight I watched was against Ricky Hatton in 2007.
Oh, where he stayed up until 4 o'clock in the morning for it or something.
And it's funny because I actually wanted Ricky Hatton to win.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean, he was the English guy, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Of course you want him to win, you know.
Yeah.
But after watching the build up and everything, because I kind of stayed up to watch the fight, but I didn't watch anything before it. And when I watched the fight, then I went back and watched they'd done a series called 24/7 where they followed them both and all this sort of stuff.
Oh, okay.
And he was so cocky, Mayweather, but he backed it up, and he still backs it up because he's still won every fight he's ever been in. So yeah, he would be number one for me, man.
He would be an interesting guest for sure.
The only thing with him is I don't think you'd ever get a straight answer because a lot of people have asked him, like, who's the best person you faced? And he kind of goes, well, beat them all, sort of thing. And you'd really want him to say,
yeah,
this person was the hardest because of this, you know? And we understand you're the best. But you can say, oh, I think this one was a little bit trickier for me than everyone else, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it'd still be number one for me. Number two would be Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is
yeah, of course, yeah.
From Matchroom Boxing. Eddie Hearn gets a lot of stick, man. People hate him.
Yeah, I've seen this, you know. I've seen a lot of people dig him.
But I I think the man's a very clever businessman. You know, people slag
Oh
him
my
off
God, yeah.
for going after money. Oh, you only do this for the money. But why else are you doing it for? He's a businessman.
He's a businessman. Do you know what the best thing about the lockdown period for boxing was that he had it in his back garden?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's insane.
Fight
Oh,
camp,
we can't
yeah.
have it on. Yeah, all right, we'll stick it in the backyard.
Which that's what I'm
Done.
saying. Like for me, it's
Clever
all about
man.
money.
Mm.
Incredibly
Of course
clever.
if you're in
Listen,
that business world, man, of course it's going to be about money. You can't sue him for that.
he had obviously a good upbringing, very good upbringing. His dad was obviously started Matchroom, but that still doesn't mean he still got to have the hunger to do it now. Whether you're given a leg up or not, you still have to have the hunger to do it.
Because you could take the company and it go down.
Yeah, and I just think what he does for boxing is just unrivaled. I think he is the number one.
Yeah, I agree.
And
well,
there will be many people that disagree with that, but for me, he's number one.
Well, listen, when the YouTube scene was breaking into the boxing, who did they go to?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
Number one.
And I think now he knows that that's kind of dying out, and they're kind of ruining it now. And I'll get into that in a little while. But
yeah. No, I think you're right.
They are ruining that now. But yeah, Eddie, I'd love to have Eddie on. I think it'd be
good shout.
So good to talk to. Number 3 would be, and by the way, these aren't. I don't think these are in order as such.
No, they'd have to be in order. Yeah.
Number 3, Sir David Jason.
Yes.
How could you not want to talk to?
Yeah,
David Jason.
I'm gonna put him as one as mine as well. I think that's a great one.
Yeah, oh boy, how could you not want to speak to
How
David?
could you not?
I think not only that, he done Open All Hours.
Yeah,
he was in a couple of episodes of Porridge. He done the Darling Buds of May, which my mum made us watch over and over and over when we were kids. Amazing, man. The actor is just brilliant. You know, he's one of the legends of acting.
Yeah, he is fantastic.
If not the legend, man. I mean, he's up there.
He's iconic, man.
Yeah, 100%. Like I've been watching a lot of Ronnie Barker stuff lately. And yeah, that's how then I saw him in Porridge.
Yeah.
You know,
he wasn't in Porridge too much though, was he? He was.
I think he was in
a few episodes.
It was 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
He played Blanco, was his name. Yeah, but amazing. I mean, how could you not want to talk to him?
I feel like he's just this person that is like the wisdom on him will be insane, man. He's lived life. And
but also I'd love to know, he had a child at like 60 years old or 70 years old.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh shit, good on him.
Yeah. But I'd love to know what that is like.
He's still backing it down at 70. What's going on, Gabe?
Because if you think, right, he's technically like a granddad age. So you should you don't imagine him having kids and stuff. So I'd love to know what that is like to be that age. To have it. I'm not going to try it, by the way. Just putting it out there. Not trying it. I'd love to know, like, was that planned, or I know you can ask that, but do you know what I mean? Like, along those lines.
I would. I'd be like, mate. How's it still working down there, geez?
I'm struggling at 29. I don't know how he's doing it, mate. But let's not go down that route.
Separate podcast.
But so David Jason, man, that would be
great.
For me,
great guest, for sure.
Number 4, J.K. Rowling. I think I don't think I could, not have her in the list. I mean,
I think you just speak to her all now, because the amount of questions that you'll have about the books and stuff.
I just the thing is, I've watched every interview that she's done, and I think you kind of know the answers to things, but I just love to sit and chat.
Yeah,
I think that would be amazing. The person who created Harry Potter, just I don't know. It's just everything, man. She knows everything about the book to just such minute details that you just think, why do you even know that?
She is Harry Potter, man. Like it came from there, just like boosh,
when it's like she's created family trees of people that you just never hear about. They just don't make it to the books or the movies or anything.
Yeah.
But yet she has this big family tree, and it's like how it's mental. I can't comprehend how
the details that go into writing a book, especially like hers, must be insane.
Man. 100%. And it all comes from you. But I would love to know, because obviously she was writing when the movies were coming up and stuff. I think I'd love to know if anybody ever influenced her to change what.
Like in the process of writing.
Yeah. Like I don't think anyone would have ever said, no, don't do that. You should do this. But just by watching the films and seeing people's reactions, and especially when social media starts and people are writing things, I'd just love to know whether anything changed, whether it was
Mm.
anything tiny or anything drastic,
Wow, that
I'd
would be
love to
interesting
know
to know.
whether anything will change.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, number 5, my favorite comedian of all time, Mr. Lee Evans. He would
Yes.
be unreal, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he
The
would
guy
be
cannot stay still,
so
man.
good.
When you see when you see him do interviews and stuff, he is mental.
Oh, he's crazy, bro.
And I think the energy would be unreal.
Yeah,
You know?
I think for him as well, he would just be absolutely entertaining for that,
Yeah.
like for the whole night. You would not be able to not laugh. Like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
You wouldn't be able to eat. You'd just be laughing too much. I think he's
Yeah.
one of those guys.
I think he'd do the talking. I think you'd ask him questions and let him go away.
Yeah.
I mean, I've read his autobiography and I love it, mate. I think he's amazing.
He's quality, man. Do you still watch his shows?
I still watch all his stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he retired, didn't he? He was 50 something and he retired.
Yeah.
I think he said he was on the Jonathan Ross show that his manager died. So he decided that's it. He's had enough.
And he was
I
didn't know his manager died. I thought,
yeah. That's why he retired, I think. So
how old is he now then?
he's in his 50s, isn't he? He must be.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
50s, He's been retired, what, 5 years, 6 years, something
A long time now, I think.
But yeah, so that's my top 5 podcast guests. Now, I have one to mention.
Okay.
Which I would actually physically try and get them on. So those 5 are my
your dream ones.
Like dream, but the chances are you've got no chance.
But this one is like.
But this one is, I think, I don't see like they're big, but I don't think they'd be big enough to just go away sort of thing.
Yeah.
James and Oliver Phelps.
Okay.
Played Fred and George Weasley.
Yeah.
So they also have a podcast, and I love watching their podcast, man. I think they're brilliant.
Yeah.
They would actually be my number one who I would like to get on.
And the Chosen podcast.
That would be like my target, right? So we start this podcast. That's like an end goal for me.
Yeah.
I don't think we wouldn't end at that, but you know what I mean?
I was going to say, hold on, if that ever happens next week, guys, what are we doing?
Didn't I tell you that they're coming next week?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, we just end it there. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Thanks.
But that for me would be like, that's the number one target. And I think if that came true, anything after that would just be incredible.
Would be like a bonus after that.
Yeah. That would be my number one. Because I think they're just funny to watch, man. Funny to listen to. The great podcast hosts on their own podcast.
What's their podcast called?
Now you've asked me. You've asked me that question. You know what? Because they changed it. They had it. It was called something else.
Oh, okay.
I think now it's called Normal, Not Normal. But they did have it called something before that. That's why you confused me then for a second.
Oh, okay.
They called it something else, but now it's called Not Normal, and they ask people about what's normal to them. It's all about different people's versions of normal.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So you nearly caught me then. I was thinking,
sorry, mate.
It was called something different. I'll check it up what it was called because it was called something else previous.
Yeah.
So if you don't watch them, definitely go and give them a watch.
And you've heard it here first. If they ever come on this podcast, one day in our future, we'll show them this clip. Done.
I'm retiring. Finished. Game over.
Done. Yeah. All the proceeds go to Mark Perrett.
Yeah.
So.
Right, Mark. Let's start with your 5.
Well, I'm not gonna say Sir David Jason. I'm gonna leave him out, but he would be a fantastic guest. I would definitely have Lee Evans without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow, man. Fantastic. I'm not gonna go into it again because we've spoken about him, but my next one would be Denzel Washington.
Okay.
I think for an actor, speaking on an actor's point of view, I would just love to gain knowledge from him, his wisdom in the game, what he's gone through, his knowledge, and just be a sponge to him, man. Just take it in, and just ask him all the questions you could possibly think about.
Again, I've already said this in a previous podcast. I didn't really watch any of his movies. So.
No, yeah.
So I can't really comment. I don't want to sit here in silence, but I can't really comment. I don't really know. I know he's a legend. Let's be honest. We all know he's a legend.
Of course, yeah, he's fantastic, man. He's just so good. But that for me, that'd be awesome. The next two would be Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Oh my god!
No, I'm joking.
I am not coming to that podcast. I'm actually ill that week. I've got COVID.
Yeah, booked in. Yeah, that's it. No, another one would be a singer called Josh Groban. Insane voice, and I would just again on like a creative point of view, would just love to know his story, man. I would love. Actually, no, I'm going to swap him. Ed Sheeran.
He didn't last long, did he?
No,
sorry, Josh, you're out, mate.
Yeah, gaze doors that way, right? Ed Sheeran. If we're talking music, who better to find out, all that stuff with than Ed himself?
Yeah, true.
I
must say, right, his new song "Shivers."
Do you like it?
It's a jam. I love it.
Oh man,
I've played it like 1,000 times in my car.
Oh mate, isn't it good?
I just leave it on repeat, mate. I love it. I think it's so good. I wasn't too hot on what was the one that came out just before that?
Oh,
Bad Habits. I wasn't too hot on that one.
Bad Habits. Yeah.
I said I think we said in the previous, it's too like poppy for me almost.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was something about that I just didn't like.
I think he said
Visiting Hours was good.
I can't listen to that.
I kind of.
It's too sad.
Oh really? Yeah.
Are you talking about visiting hours to people up in heaven? You have to be so depressed to write that. No, honestly, when he writes a sad song, he writes a sad song, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I can't bring myself to listen to it. When I started it, I thought I was at work thinking, oh dear, hang on, wait, wait a second, I've got to be in there. Got to be
because it's funny, right? The first time I listened to Shivers, I was like, yeah, it's all right. It's okay.
Yeah.
But then like the second time I played it, I was like, actually, this is a jam. Like, and then I just kept playing. I was like, actually, this is really sick.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Grows on you, right?
I kind of do it with a lot of songs that come out new. I sort of play it, and then I always think the same thing. Yeah, it's all right. Until I play it a few times, and I go, actually, this is actually I'm really vibing with it.
Yeah. And then
sorry, I didn't mean to take over.
No, don't be sorry at all. So it would be Ed Sheeran. Next would be Bobby Moore.
Okay,
I'd love to have Bobby Moore at the table to speak about the 1966 World Cup, lifting that trophy, being captain of the team, like all that sort of stuff. Was he captain of the team? He was captain of the team, wasn't he? Yeah. If he's not, I apologize.
He was also the goalkeeper, wasn't he?
That's it. Yeah, and the manager at the same time.
And he was in the crowd as well.
Didn't he scout everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he did. Yeah. In fact, he played for Germany. Didn't he?
He was a German captain.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No, listen,
he was all over the shop.
We don't mean to disrespect. We're only joking.
No, of course not. But I definitely have him on the table because he was just an absolute legend in the game.
Yeah,
I would just love to know his story from when he started as a kid to being in the professional football position that he was. So yeah, 100% would have him. But that's 4 in it for me. 5, my fifth. Oh, right. So fifth. Fifth would have to be. I'd make this a special one. I'd make this a studio one.
Okay.
In person, and it'd have to be Donald Trump, so we could duff him in, bruv. Because I hate him.
Oh my god. Are you really putting Donald Trump on this list?
No, I'm not. He does not deserve it.
Yeah.
Orange twats. Anyway,
I'm not going into that. Let's leave politics at the door.
Who would I? Yeah, who would I have for my fifth one? Who would I? Oh, this is probably going to be a boring one to a lot of people. I'm going to be boring, but this would be my fifth one. It'd actually be William Shakespeare.
Yeah, your point.
Yeah, bare boring. But as an actor, I'd have to be like, listen, did you write the bloody things or not?
Yeah.
did you write the things?
Did you have someone else write them for you?
Yeah. Are you a fake or not? What's going on?
I don't think that's a bad show. I think that's a bad show at all.
I mean, again, like an actor's point of view, that for me would be like, how did you do it? Like in a time where telling stories was not as good as what you're doing. So hit me up. What's going on? So,
but I wonder also, which the answer is probably no. But I just wonder if he ever knew that it would just carry on for this long.
Well, yeah,
and it would be as big as it is.
Yeah, imagine how relevant it would be to today. To today's world.
Yeah, I wonder if he ever thought that or wondered that, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like my 5 were pretty boring, but I'd still like that table, you know.
I mean, around that table, I think I am busy that week. But I mean, no, listen, I go with Lee Evans. Yeah, Ed Sheeran would
Yeah.
be really cool. Bobby Moore, Shakespeare, and Washington are sort of not high up on
Nah,
my list. But
nah, yeah.
listen, we're
Yeah.
both different.
I'll take that. Yeah.
But okay, so if you could have one person that's realistic, because
Okay, my realistic one.
I kind of feel like we're picking people that you've got sort of no chance of, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
They're the dream ones, isn't it?
yeah.
Realistically, oh, good shout. So, realistically, who would I want? Oh, I don't know, you know. I think it would probably. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get back to that one.
He's thinking hard on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think pretty hard about that one because I think it would be someone. Do you know what? Do you know who it would be? Realistically, would that be realistic? It would be a YouTuber
Okay.
because our channel views would go mad. You got to think business all the time, Dan.
Good point. Good point.
You got to think business all the time.
I'm changing all of mine to 5 top YouTubers.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Let's go for the views.
KSI.
What did we say? We were never going to sell out. Yeah. It's changed.
Fuck that. Sidemen.
Yeah.
No joke. I would probably love to have at some point, if it was ever possible, Jack, mate.
Yeah.
Reason being, I think he'd be a top laugh, for one. And two, I do want to know his story and his opinions on YouTube.
Mm.
I think he's not one to shy away from his opinions on YouTube and the world that it is. And I just think we'd probably get on with him really well and have a good chat. You know what I mean?
I also feel like with Jack, mate, I don't think it matters your channel size. I think if he looked on your channel and he thought, yeah, they're cool, I think he would go. I don't think he's not the type to go.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because
10 followers, no thanks. You know, I don't think he's like that.
I'll tell you. Yeah, I've heard him say that before, but I've also seen it. There was a channel it's changed now to John Rochford, but it was the boy John, I think it was. He was a very small channel for a long time. Probably we're talking 2K, 3K, maybe less. He started getting in the know of Jackmate and someone else, and he done this video that Jackmate saw, and Jackmate on a live just was like, everyone go and follow the boy John. He's done this video on it was about depression or like mental illness. It was about Coke cans, and one fizzed up and one not, but like the outer skin being the same, yet the inside's different. And that's why we have to be careful about who we speak to, because outside it might be different, but inside outside might seem the same and happy and blah, but inside's not. It's all difficult and maybe complicated. So it was the way he done it was really, really good, and the way it was filmed. Jackmate shouted him out, and he didn't have to. At this point, you know, Jackmate was on his way to 1 million easily. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So he didn't have to do this little channel at 2K, 3K. And that sort of skyrocketed into, I think it was like 10.5, something like that. Yeah. So it was like, again, small channel, you know, it doesn't have to be anything big, but he respected it, liked his work, and gone, everyone, please, this is he's got something going for him.
That just shows he's a decent human being.
Yeah. You know? Yeah, I agree.
He hasn't let the YouTube thing get to his head. I would go with that 100%. I would love that as well.
One day, man.
So, Jack, mate, when you listen to this, because I know you're obviously following us.
Oh, every day.
Yeah, hit us up, man. You'll have to pay us to be on here, obviously. Yeah. You know.
Doesn't his dad follow us on Twitter?
He does.
That's going in the thumbnail, mate. I don't care.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Right, so, Mark, I have a new game.
Ooh. Exciting.
Now, this is, and just for the listeners, headlines is still in here. We haven't replaced it. This is most likely to. Now, I feel like we don't need to explain ourselves too much, but we kind of need to pick someone.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right? Okay. Yep.
So, let's start off with most likely to forget their best friend's birthday. Now, I have to say this. I don't really have any best friends.
No.
I have lots of close friends like yourself, and I don't know, like,
best friend isn't the word that you'd use.
At 29, do you have best friends? You know what I mean? I
Yeah, I see
feel
what
like
you're
that
saying.
way. I have
I see what you're saying.
friends. I don't know if I have best friends.
Yeah.
But the one thing I would like to say is your birthday is the 2nd of February.
Yeah, well done.
And I know that because we got married on that day.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And I came to the wedding.
So actually, Mark, when's my birthday?
Oh,
So there we go. I think we know the
sorry.
answer to that one.
Say again, Dan. Was that?
Right. So I think that one's Mark.
No, I
Let's say
said Lee.
that.
I said Lee Evans, Dan. I said Lee. No, hang on. No. I got to get. No, it's October.
It is October. You are correct.
9th.
It's nowhere near.
Shit.
No, you're
23rd.
6 days off. 15th is my birthday.
Oh, I knew it was October. Sorry, I didn't know the.
No, listen. No, I'm very bad with birthdays, I must admit. I don't know. How good are you with birthdays? Because we have to give an answer.
Yeah, amazing. October the 15th.
Yeah, so, okay, yeah. So I'm going to say Mark is most likely to forget. To be fair.
I'm going to put my hand up for that.
I'm going to give you that one.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a bit of a weird one.
Yeah.
Most likely to eat something off the ground. I'm not picking nothing up off the ground.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, but I guess if I know you and you definitely would not.
I'm not going to pick nothing off the ground.
Yeah, I wouldn't, but if we have to choose someone, it's probably going to be me.
Okay, we'll go with you. Sure. I'm not
But just a record, I would not do that. I just want to say that now.
It's all like people do that 3-second rule. Oh, 3 seconds, you can pick it up. No, it's still a flaw. I don't care.
Do you know the amount of times that people tell me that?
That's weird, isn't it?
It must be a common thing that I'm not involved with, bro.
Oh, so it lands in dog poo, but it's 3 seconds, yeah?
Yeah, 3 seconds. Nah, just wipe it off.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. What lands on the cat? Oh, 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Fuck, you know.
A cat, you know. Okay, fair enough. Right. Most likely to break a world record. Now, I'm going to say I don't think I'm ever going to attempt a world record. So.
Nah, I reckon it's you. Because the amount of
think?
times you've probably gone to that Harry Potter world, bruv, is...
Okay, yeah.
I reckon. I don't think it's going to be me. I don't know what I could break.
Yeah. Oh, listen, okay, I'll take it because I haven't had one yet, but I'm not sure what it would be.
No.
Break a world record for something. What would you pick a world record?
I reckon you'd accidentally break one.
Probably.
Yeah. You're like, oh, did I? Oh, shit, okay.
Well, I'll tell you though, the last time we went to the Harry Potter studio tour, they said the person who had been the most had been like 32 times. I feel like I could break that. I don't think that would be that hard to break.
You could smack that, yeah.
I reckon I could book like the same, like a ticket for every hour of the day.
32
every 15
times?
minutes. I feel like you could break that.
How many times did you say you've already gone?
4 or 5 times.
Oh,
Not
that's
that much.
doable, man.
We're going again in December, so that'll be 6 times.
Mate, that's it. This is it. We're breaking it.
Yeah, we're going to go for that.
Yeah.
Right. This one is definitely not me. Most likely to go on Love Island. That's definitely not me. 100% that is not me. I'm an ugly fucker, so. And plus,
this show.
Yeah.
God, sorry.
No, I was going to say that the show's just.
It
stupid.
is what they call diabolical, bro.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of good-looking people who just go on TV to shag and get a few followers on Twitter and milk a bit of money, and that's it.
Yeah.
None of them go on there to find love. Do me a favor. It's a lot of rubbish.
Yeah. I mean, if we had to pick someone,
I love that I said all that, and then I'm like, yeah, Mark, you would go on there.
Yeah, yeah. Them twats will be, yeah. But Mark, to be fair, it's gonna be you.
Listen, Mark, you got a bit of muscle. You're decent enough geezer. I think your chances are you're gonna go on there over me.
Mate, I would throw up and eat it before I go on that show, mate. Oh my god.
Listen, you're still taking it. You're going on.
I'll take it.
Most likely to become a millionaire.
Oh God.
Now I'm picking you for this one, not because I'm trying to be all humble.
No.
Because you're trying to be an actor.
Yeah.
I feel like as soon as that break comes, you've got a
chance to do so.
You know, so yeah. I think I don't do anything that would allow me to become a millionaire.
Do you do the lottery?
I don't do anything. No.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. So there's no avenue really for me, you know, unless I just found £1 million in a bag.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah!
So I would go after the actor thing. Probably you, more than me.
Yeah, okay. But you never know, bro. This podcast.
Who knows?
Imagine.
But then again, we're going to be millionaires together
at the same time.
So who knows?
Unless you take the last fiver.
Oh, I mean, good point.
You become a millionaire first. I'm not.
Change the password when you're not looking.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'll go with you on that one because of the actor thing.
Just because of the but I'm telling you, the break is difficult. But I know what you mean. 100%.
Most likely to shoplift. Have you shoplifted before, Mark?
When I was young.
How many things have you shoplifted?
One thing.
What was it?
It was a sweet.
Oh God. I stole a pack of chewing gum.
Did you?
And you know what, right? This is actually true, right?
God.
I went to the post office, right, where we grew up.
Yeah.
Out down the high street, right?
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, down the high street, yeah.
And I must have been 12, 13. And I don't know what I was in the post office for, but I was in there for something. And the guy turned around and I picked up the chewing gum, put it in my pocket, right? And I left the shop. And I've never felt so guilty about anything in my whole entire life.
Yeah.
Honestly. But I did walk home thinking, I am the biggest criminal in the world. And I kept thinking, right, what happens if I get caught? Even though I'm like already on my way home, it's done.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, what happens? Like I'm going to get arrested. Like I'm done. I'm going to prison. You know, like at 12, like you don't know what's going on. So that's my shoplifting story.
That is hilarious, bro. I was in Woolworths.
Okay.
This is how long ago we're talking now. Woolworths, mate.
Yeah, that's.
And you know the sweets like this, they're this big, and they're little tablet things, and they're like,
okay.
I can't remember what they're called now. Like Palmer Violets, but not the Palmer Violet ones. The other one.
Yeah.
So I loved these as a kid. I was in the shop, and mum and dad were away somewhere else around the corner. I thought, oh yeah, I know mum and dad won't let me have these. I'll take one. So I had an inside pocket thing here, in my coat. So I quickly took it, bang, in the pocket, right? When I did, I remember this distinctly because I've never sweated so much in my life, right? As I put it in, the co-worker, the colleague that was working there, her radio went off. Oh, no. Scared the shit out of me, thinking I've already been caught. And
that was it.
In 0.2 seconds, I'm the worst criminal ever.
I'm a convicted criminal.
Yeah. I left, and then I pulled it out a bit too soon. Like, where'd you get that from? I was like, oh, a party.
Oh my God.
Bear in mind, they take me to and from these parties. I don't go from myself. So yeah, it was a pretty shambolic.
I'm going to be honest. I feel like that's quite a hard one to answer because I'm not going to shoplift now. Like,
no.
I think we don't answer that one.
No,
I think that's a hard one to answer.
I think morally we'd never put ourselves in that position to do that. Would we say? Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try and skip through because of time. So let's try and just get through some good ones. Most likely to spend all their money on something stupid. I would like to nominate myself for this.
I would like to nominate you as well.
I spend so much money on things that I don't end up using. I'm gonna say that.
That is your category there, mate.
That is not a hard one to answer, I think. Most likely to end up on Broadway.
Me.
I'd like to nominate myself for that because I'm joking. I cannot act.
And you're on his jazz hands.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the thumbnail. That is it. Oh, mate.
Let's not tell the people on Spotify what I just done.
Oh, man.
You're right. Most likely to write a bestseller.
I'm gonna say me. Reason being is that I think I write a lot more than you do.
Because you're vain. Did you hear that, guys? So vain. No, listen, I would go with that.
But with you though, bro, I like what we've been discussing recently. Once you get involved, you're in it. You're there.
I have started again. I told you I'm up to page 19, just for anyone who's interested.
Yeah.
We're getting slow.
Yeah,
man. I'll go into that later on.
Yeah, slowly but sure.
All right. Let's go with. Now this one has to be you, right? And
oh my God,
you'll work out.
Okay.
Most likely to give their child an unusual, in brackets, terrible name. Now the reason I have said this is you is because I am not having any more kids.
Yeah.
So it has to be you. It cannot be you. It cannot be me, sorry. It has to be you.
Yeah, it'll have to be me then. Yeah.
So
It'd have to be. I'll call it like, I don't know, cherry berry or something. Or winter. Or
it's going to be funny when your girlfriend listens to this and just goes,
midnight
what?
musk. Yeah, she does. She slap me around the head.
What?
No way.
Cherry berry.
Cherry berry. Yeah, it's catchy, man.
Nice
Got a
knowing
ring
you,
to
Mike.
it. Yeah. You are now single. Goodbye.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move to most likely to get lost in their own hometown. Now we're both from the same area.
I'm gonna say me.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty bad with places or roads that I don't know.
I feel like, especially where we grew up, I know most of the area.
Yeah.
I'd like to say. That's not to say I don't know some places, but I'd like to think I know most of it.
Yeah. You're quite familiar with the town. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Most likely to marry someone they just met. Now,
go on, Dan.
now, I would probably say me. Right? And the reason I would probably say me is because I proposed to my then girlfriend after about 3 weeks of knowing. So I'd probably like to say me.
But you've been happily married ever since. So there we are.
Well, we've been married ever since. Gemma, I am joking. You've listened to this. I love you.
It's a joke.
We're all happy. It's all hunky dory. No, we have been together nearly 7 years. So I think it worked out. But
it worked out pretty well. Yeah.
I think the answer.
But I think the answer is you. Yeah.
I think so. Okay, let's. Most likely to still own a Nokia 3310.
Ooh.
Now, I just want to point out, I do not have a Nokia 3310.
No.
Did you have one?
I did have one. Yeah.
I think I had one. You could change the case in that, couldn't you?
It was Was it the one that had the conjoined buttons? Is that it? Because the 3210 was the one with the long bit on the side, right?
Oh, good point. You've thrown me there. Guys, I'm going to have to Google this.
Yeah, let's have a little Google.
To see the phone.
Let's have a little Google.
I don't want to give you any wrong information.
Because I know there was...
Oh, no. The 33... Oh, no, that's a new phone. Okay, yeah, the old one was... Let me open it on... This is actually being sold on eBay. Let me double click that picture.
Yeah, so the first one, right?
So that's... I did have this, and I did change the case. I had an Arsenal case on it, I remember.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Decent.
But again, that's a hard one to answer, isn't it? Because neither of us still own it.
No, but if one of us was to, I don't know. I can't answer that one because I don't think it'd be me, but I don't think it'd be you.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore that one.
Yeah,
we're not gonna give you an answer on that one because that's
yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned Shaun of the Dead earlier, which is a dreadful movie, but let's move on.
Fantastic, top class movie. Yeah.
Now, this links up with that.
Okay.
Most likely to be the first one to die in a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
Now, I'm going with, I think it would be me. Do you know why?
Oh, really? Okay. Go on.
Because I would give up very quickly.
Oh, you'd give up?
Yeah. I can't be bothered with all the fighting, and it's just I can't be asked. Like sitting in a bunker for 6 months away for it to die. I don't think I'd be any good here, mate. I'm telling you. I feel like I'd be very easy to catch. I'd just stay at home and just leave the door shut.
Just wait for it to happen. Yeah.
And someone would just jump through the window and I'd be like, oh, sweet, I'm dead.
Oh, it's about fucking time you came.
Yeah. I think I would die very quickly. Honestly.
Okay. I hear you. I would like to think, obviously, again, goes back to we don't know how we're going to act in these moments. Yeah. But I'd like to think that I'd try and fight my way through it. But I think that would, although sounds heroic, I don't think I'd do too well in that situation.
Also, it could be very stupid.
It could be very, I think I'd be more on the stupid end than the heroic end of that situation. So I'm going to say me.
Yeah.
Because I think I would get myself into that situation.
You're going to say me. Oh, no. Are you saying you think you'd die first? Oh, me. Okay.
Yeah. Because
we're split on this one.
Yeah. I think I'd get myself into a messier situation than you would do just by sitting at home. I'll probably go, I need to get some food.
Yeah. That could be more likely. Yeah.
go
Okay.
Tesco's and the cashier gets me. Do you know what I mean? So
I think that one's a tie because that's hard to. Because I genuinely think that I would die within the first day of the apocalypse. Because I just can't be
oh,
bothered.
fuck this. Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Just sort it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll leave that one as a tie.
Interesting.
I do have more, but I think we'll leave the rest for a future podcast.
Another podcast. Yeah.
Time.
I enjoyed that though. Yeah, we'll definitely do it next time.
I think that's cool. So another subject, right? And guys, this is a bit of a random week, to be honest. We are jumping through subjects.
Easy.
But Formula One. So again, I think Mark posted something about Formula One, right?
Yeah.
I cannot understand the fascination with Formula One. And my description earlier on to Mark was there's a bunch of blokes driving around in a circle. I cannot understand the fascination with Formula One, right?
Yeah.
I will check clips. Now, I watched the clip that happened the weekend of Lewis Hamilton and that Max guy crashing.
Yeah.
But I cannot understand someone sitting there and watching it. What is it, 60 laps, something like that, 80 laps?
It depends. Yeah. It depends. Yeah.
What are you doing? And even worse than doing it at
What
home.
are you doing?
But even worse than watching it at home, right? Is watching it live, right? You go to Silverstone, right? And every couple of minutes, what you watch is... Yeah, right, okay. What are we going to have for dinner later on? Yeah. Well, I reckon in about, I don't know, steak and mash. Oh, yeah. I have a salmon, I think. Yeah, we probably could chuck some broccoli into it as well, to be honest. Like, I just don't understand the fascination.
Can I say,
love it.
The first one is going to Broadway is you. that's comedy, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's right. So the reason where it comes from for me, I am fascinated by Formula One. I am fascinated by Formula One. I've always been a car guy like myself. I love cars, but Formula One for me is fun. I look forward to it every weekend. Honestly, so what happened was I had the same thought process as you, Dan.
Yeah.
Bunch of guys driving around for an hour and a half. Who cares? That's what I mean. They're driving around. Not many passes or people winning or it's the same old result all the time. But who cares? Until I watched Netflix Drive to Survive. Right, I stuck it on one day in lockdown. I thought, oh, I like cars. Oh, fuck it, let's put it on. Watch it. I was so hooked to this show. It was so exciting seeing all the politics behind the driving, what actually goes into the cars, how they make it, how technical they are, and how much of an advantage you can have on another car or another company, of car, just by getting the aerodynamics right on the car or the tires right or certain things. And when the passes happen on track, it's insane. I love it, man. Sometimes the qualifying gets a little bit like the race just gone. Usually you'd have Hamilton or Verstappen first or second, Bottas third, and the rest kind of fall in place. Whereas this one was totally different. It was just so exciting to see new people win, new talent come through and getting good points. The overtakes were amazing. It's close driving. Yeah, I can't, mate. It's so exciting. I honestly, mate, have you ever watched a Formula One race?
Yeah, loads. Because my granddad was huge into it, racing, like motorbikes, Formula One, everything.
Like everything motorsport.
And they moved out to Spain, so when I used to visit, they'd be watching it, and I'd sit with him and watch it because it's like spending time with your granddad. Isn't it? But,
of course, yeah.
Oh, I could not stand it. Boring.
Really?
It's boring, man. Like oh wow, he overtook him. I do that on the motorway all the time. I overtake people. I don't think I'm Lewis Hamilton.
It's so much harder though. The skill,
listen, I know.
The skill is like mad.
And I do enjoy go-karting. I have to say, I do enjoy go-karting. Go-karting's cool.
Well, go-kart, little fat. We went for your stag do, didn't we, on go-kart?
We did, and we went to Prague, and the only reason Mark's mentioned that is because he won. So again, vain.
Future Hamilton here, mate. Can't lie.
But listen, that's because he's about a foot smaller than everybody else. So you know what I mean. We have to. He just weighs like half everyone else does.
You may have a point. Right?
So why he could get top speed, old fat boy me, like the bottom of my go-kart was scraping along the track, and I still managed to get third, so I was happy with that,
I was going 80 miles an hour. You lot were doing 20 with it.
Yeah,
So.
I think you lapped me about 55 times.
But yeah, man, I absolutely love Formula One, and I just if there's any Formula One fans out there, get in the comment section. Let's have a chat.
I don't think I will ever watch Formula One ever again.
I would say it's probably more exciting now because of the the whole technical side of things, and next year the cars are changing, so it's going to be a completely different game. It's going to be closer racing. I know I'm not selling this to you.
No,
I'm not selling this to you.
I'm just looking at you like I'm still not watching. Yeah, not watching the next year.
Honestly, I think it's going to be wicked.
You can try and sell it as much as you want. I'm not watching it.
But do you play Formula One?
I've got it. I haven't really played it, and I wasn't very good at it. I do have the
it is
wheel and all the setup and all that sort of stuff. But it's hard, man. It's hard on the wheel.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine that.
But no, again though, that is another game that I bought, which I don't know why I wasted the money on because I haven't played it. Now, I played it a few times. I was like, this is really hard. I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
You'll find that with me. If there's something that's too hard, I give up very easy.
Just that's why you're dying on the apocalypse, mate.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm first to get eaten, and I'll just lay there and just accept it. Yeah, just eat me.
It's done.
Don't worry about it. Don't feel bad about it. Just eat me. I'll be one of you in a minute. Man. We'll go around.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, if you can't beat them, join them. Do you know
exactly, 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't understand the fascination with Formula One. If there is any fans of Formula One, let us know who your favorite driver is.
I want Formula One friends, please.
Formula One friends.
Formula One friends, yeah.
Right, let's move on to the last thing of the podcast and our favorite thing to do. True or false. Now, this week is not headlines true or false. This is just true or false. And the reason being is because it was very hard to search back for headlines on Formula One because that's what the subject is Formula One. And I searched so many different things and could not find headlines. I was like, okay, look, just we'll do things on Formula One, but they weren't headlines. They're going to be facts.
Cool.
Or not facts. Did I make them up? Who knows? So I think let's start with number one. Only one Polish driver has taken pole position and they win.
I am gonna say,
and I just
so they've taken pole and they've won the race.
Not necessarily in the same thing, but they've taken a pole position and they've had a win. It doesn't necessarily mean
the same race.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think there's only been one Polish driver?
I'm gonna say true.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm gonna say true.
Yeah, you are correct.
Yes, get in.
Nice.
Starting strong.
Starting very strong. F1 cars produce more G-force than a space shuttle. Yeah, heck of a lot of G-force.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
And I'm glad I tricked you into that. It's true.
Fuck.
I know. That is true.
That's mental, bruv.
Oh, I'm not the engineer. I don't know what to tell you. I can't tell you the facts.
Well, why not? I want to know.
I could just tell you it's. Oh, hold on. What did you say? You said false. It was true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just checking. I was looking at oh no, hold on. Did I mess up?
Hold on.
Right. Nice. So that's one of two.
Interesting though. Interesting. That's crazy. See, that in itself is like, wow. That's a. No, I'm not even trying. I'm not even going to try to say. Yeah, carry on. Next
to you, that's like wow. To me, I don't care. Right. Only two teams exist from 1950. Only two teams exist now that were around in 1950.
Oh, you know what?
How about you looking at me for an answer? I always feel like I should turn off the camera with it. You stare at me.
I'm just reading exactly. You. That's what I do. I'm going to say true, and I believe it is Ferrari and Aston Martin.
And you would be incorrect. And you know what? You were it's very good. It's one team exists, and it is Ferrari.
It is Ferrari.
Yeah.
Oh, because what? Oh, I need to find out. I'm not going to ask you. I'm going to find out
Yeah.
when Aston Martin came in. Okay, so yeah,
So
Ferrari I knew, but yeah.
That's 1 of 3.
Damn.
I've got you this week, man. The last time
mate.
I gave it too easy to you.
Oh, I thought I was going to fly by with this one.
So, every Formula One driver with the surname Hill is a Formula One champion. So every driver that has ever had the surname Hill has been an F1 champion.
Okay, I can think of 2. I think it's Damien Hill. He was, and I got William Hill in my head for some reason.
That's the bookies.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna say true.
It is true, but it was Damon Hill.
Oh, Damon Hill. Yeah, okay.
There's Graham Hill.
Oh, Graham.
And Phil Hill.
Who the fuck is William Hill then?
It's the bookies, mate. I don't know what you're going on.
That's Damon's cousin, man.
Yeah. So I think Graham and Damon, I believe, were father son.
Yeah.
Might have to fact check that, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Williams, I think it was, or one of them, yeah.
Right, so that is 2 of 4. So number 5.
Oh, I've got to get this one.
There's 6, by the way.
Oh, there's 6. Okay.
So McLaren used Take That to launch their 1997 Formula One car. So, you know, like the unveiling.
Oh, hang on.
They had Take That as a guest. Stop looking at me because you want me to give you the answer. Like, is it true?
False.
Yeah, false. Who did they use then? If it was false,
Spice Girls.
You are correct. Nice, mate. I did not expect you to get that. Mate, that is a great answer. I'll give you that.
That threw me off. But I only know that because the Drive to Survive, it was in there.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
But I got confused because one of the Spice Girls is married to one of the Red Bull CEOs or whatever you call it.
Okay.
So I thought maybe they'd done it for Red Bull, but no, McLaren. Yeah. Okay.
Nice. That's a nice answer. I like that you got that. Right. Only one team has 100% strike rate, meaning they've won every season they competed in. Only one team.
They've won every single season.
They've competed in.
False.
It is true, my friend. And it is Braun GP who Jenson Button won his title with. They've only competed in one season and they won it.
Fuck it. Yeah, of course.
Gotcha.
Oh man, there's me thinking, who the hell was one every single time, bro? Yeah, wow. Yeah, that was a good one. Threw me.
That was a good one. I saw that and I was like, yeah, I don't think he's gonna get this.
I would never have got that one, man. I knew they won, but I didn't know it was just the year that they were.
So I think because I was reading the thing, I think he took over for 1 year, the guy, and his name was something Braun, and he took over Honda or something.
Yeah.
Whatever for one season, and they won it. Jenson Button won it, and then I think it became something else.
Yeah, I remember the car, but I didn't know if the facts were not in there. Yeah, man.
So you did get 3 out of 6.
Half marks.
You got half. I'm very impressed with the Spice Girls one. I did not think you would get that. Yeah. I thought that was a dead cert you were going to get that wrong.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Mate.
Or you would have got it right, but you wouldn't have known it was Spice Girls. You would have just said, "Nah, that's ridiculous."
Yeah. So
is
is that saying that I'm more of a Spice Girls fan than a Formula One fan? Because you're more impressed with that one than any of the others I've got.
Maybe are you a Spice Girls fan?
Hell to the no, my friend.
Listen, I can jump to a bit of Spice Girls.
Yeah?
When to become one. And that is all you're getting. And yeah, if anyone wants to sign me to a record deal, I mean, feel free to. You know, I do have the voice of an angel.
I will pay anyone that clips that. 50 quid. Put it in the comment section. I'll pay you £50.
Mate, I'm clipping it. There we go. You owe me 50 quid.
Oh, mate, that was good.
Oh.
That was good, man.
I
Bit of a
think
random selection today, but I think, it causes for that sometimes.
it was a bit random. Yeah,
Spice.
we didn't have anything major to talk about, but we are lining up for episode 10 next week,
Yes, which is a special,
which
special one.
will be a special. We're not going to tell you why it's special, but you will see
Mm-hmm.
next week. Yeah, so Mark, I think that rounds up today's podcast.
Yeah, wicked, man. Well, thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe and join in the conversation as usual. And until next time, guys. Yeah, we'll see you then.
See you later.